All right, all we're gonna do is load a normal 2.5 flat load. It's no different than anything else. When we get to the very end, we're gonna load a 50-foot finish on its side, on the captain's side, coming back out towards the middle. So we'll take the female and we'll put it all the way to the back. Somebody on the tailboard. There we go. And these are all gonna get loaded out the same length. So we're not gonna go short, long, short, long. When you're doing the couplings, you don't have to Dutchman them. You can just lay them flat in there. And then what we'll do is we're just gonna come straight back onto this one. Yep, where we ended, and we'll typewriter it back. And then, so on this last one right here, this is your 150 loop. So we're gonna put it out like just a glove's length out. So when we get the 150 in, you kind of get it situated to where you can get it towards a end. This one's gonna be on the captain's side, and then it's obvious. Yeah, wherever it lands, you know what I mean? We try to put them to the side so you can see them better. Like on twos, we put same thing. 150 was on the captains, the 100's on the drivers, and then you have your finish on top. So when you put your 50-foot finish on, you're gonna be able to see that this is your 150, and then your next one's 100. So finish on your shoulder. If you want to grab the 100 and go with it, you can, and the next person can grab that one. That way you just kind of know how long you have. I mean, how much hose you have. All right, then we're just gonna load normal right behind that. So now we're on to our 100. Got our coupling down. And then we're gonna put a loop in that one right there. So this is gonna be your 100-foot loop. Okay, and so we'll bring that all the way back. Yep. So this is gonna go to the back. All right, so this is our, we're getting towards the end. This is the last 50 foot that we're gonna put on. And so when we come up, even wherever we are in the load, like right now we're on the far driver's side, we're gonna take this piece, this male piece back to the back. And we're gonna get it about the same distance as our finishes. So you can see our modified Minuteman, around the same length. Doesn't have to be perfect, but somewhere in that vicinity. And then we'll pull the last piece over. Here, take it like this. We'll get it connected. And then we're just gonna take this female shank and turn it perpendicular to the hose, so you can see this one's kind of sitting up against the angle of this one. And the reason for that is because we're gonna load this on its side, this last 50 feet on its side, in a finish. So let's bring that back. Do you want to help me, Brock? Let's hand that back to you. You just keep those tight against that coupling there. Yep.
You want this a little staggered? Or
No, that's fine.
Flush
It'll be flush.
And this goes flush with that coupling, right?
Yep. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just as long as we're around the same distance as our finishes, as our packs, our hotel packs. 5 feet. So we're coming in with the rest of the hose here, and what we want to do is we want to get this male to sit so that when we attach this nozzle, it's going to sit flush with the end of the finish. And so as I put this nozzle on and I get it where I want it, like that, I'm going to adjust the hose underneath as a Dutchman, and we'll do it towards the front because all these lengths could be a little different depending on how far you make the finish. But what we want to do is we want to try to capture that little Dutchman inside the finish. Okay. So we want to make sure you get a strap that's not too big, something that you can get around and it'll still catch the Velcro. And then the last thing is when we lift this up, sometimes what happens is guys are doing this kind of blind and they get underneath the flap. So if you get underneath the flap and you get the finish connected to it, it gets stuck because it's stuck to the rest of the load. So you just want to make sure that when you're loading it, that you make sure that you got space underneath there and you're not getting one of those flat loads. We'll get this pushed back up to the front. It'll capture it in. Tighten it all down. And the main reason for this strap is just to make sure it comes out as 50 feet and we're not losing it. So as soon as you get on your shoulder, you can take the strap off of it. It's just to get the finish out onto your shoulder.